Warning, you are now entering the madhouse. Butt sex, cursing, racial comments, and sexual content. If you are prepared for the insanity and joy, and don't forget to subscribe for more bumfuckery.
Welcome to the place where you're in camera and I'm Mr. Gray, and we are back with a vlog today. And yeah, we're back. We're here. We're fighting. We're alive. We're still pushing forward, to say the least. It's been a while since you guys have seen me. It's been like a week or two since I've uploaded anything or since I've talked to you guys directly. There's a lot going on. So basically what happened was I had been building this plan, I guess you could say, and to transition into streaming and into a different way of running the channel. And all the plans were kind of starting to come together, and then everything just fell apart, and I was set back a lot. And I was really discouraged. I didn't have a lot of drive. I didn't have the motivation to make videos, to do anything, to record, to keep going. I was really crushed by this. So I took a break. And I left for a little bit, and I contemplated quitting YouTube for good, and just kind of moving towards a new future. And I contemplated it, and then I thought, you know, I've worked so hard to get here. I need to find this solution. So I took the time while I was gone to create a plan, I guess, sort of, and kind of reevaluate what it means for me personally to be a YouTuber and to want to do this and to be a creator on this platform. And I think more than anything what I found out was that I love it so much and I have so much support that it would be wrong of me to just say goodbye that easily and to just quit like that. And so I found my own solution to the problem, and I'm moving forward. And now it's become a balancing act. So these are the plans I have for the future of the channel. Now, right now, I want to transition to streaming. Now, streaming is going to be very different than it has been in the past. It's not going to be inconsistent. I'm going to stream every night. And if I can't, I'll let you guys know, whether it be on Twitter or on Discord. It'll be put out that, hey, I can't make it because of ... whatever. So, the plan for the channel moving ahead, I don't really have a plan. I'm kind of feeling things out, and I'm kind of still seeing how everything's going to work. I don't know if the internet's going to stay the way it is. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I don't know where I'm going with the channel. It's just... But I have a plan, and I'm going to try to make that plan work. So here's what the plan is. So right now I want to stream every night, regardless. I don't know what time yet. I'm going to kind of do some longer streams. I'm going to start and finish at different times and kind of find my own time slot that works for me, where I'm getting the most viewers, and it makes it worth my while to stream. So that's going to come up. And the way it goes right now is I want to have several different things going on with streaming, the way I do with the video series. So, and I'm going to talk about the video series in a minute. Those aren't going away. So the main thing with the streaming is going to be, I'm going to have a main game or two that I kind of stick to. And those are probably going to be Black Ops 3 multiplayer, and maybe zombies in the future, and GTA 5 online with friends and stuff. Those are like my main games as it is, and it just makes sense for them to be the main game. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is what I'm leaning to for this idea, I have this idea to play games that I've always wanted to play, or I've always wanted to go back and play for my YouTube channel, but I never had the capacity to do so in any sort of fashion. So it'll be a streaming thing now. It'll be an adventure. So let's say I want to go back. I think the game that I decided I'm going to start with is Titanfall 2. I didn't play it when it came out. I did play it when it came out, but I didn't put it on YouTube. It was a very weird time for the YouTube channel. I was gone. And I didn't have the ability to do that. So I never thought of doing that. So we're going to do that. So it's probably going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Another thing I want to do with stream is I want to have a day or two, probably one, or I throw a playlist on and sit and chill, basically. Just whatever game I'm feeling that day, I'll throw it in there and I'll play it, and we'll have some fun. I think that's going to be a thing to do as well. And I'll sit with music and whatever, and that'll be the stream that won't go up after the fact. That's going to be a one-time thing. If you're there for it, cool. If you're not, it's gone. And that's going to be the thing. And then the other thing comes with the video series. That's not going to change. There's not going to be video series gone. So the plan is, as it sits now, to have a balance, if you will, of both video series and streaming. And it's going to be a really weird balance to do, but my plan is to have games for video series that are more dialogue and story oriented, things where I'm not talking a lot, where I can really get into the game, where I'm not going to have time to look over at chat and stuff. I'm not going to be able to do that. So that's going to be more towards the video series area. But when it comes to stuff like Life is Strange, or like The Last of Us, or like even Assassin's Creed, so it's like things that I can really put my passions into, and I can sit and edit things in and out, and I don't have to worry about all this stuff happening in the background, and I can just focus on having fun with the game. And then other games, like I said, like Titanfall and other things like that, I'm going to play on stream, and it's going to be games that don't have a lot of dialogue, stuff like Doom or stuff like The Witcher, which The Witcher has a very heavy story, but it's really more oriented towards streaming because there's so much to do other than the story stuff that it's just easier to do it during the stream. So games that I can stop and say, oh, look what's going on in chat or whatever, or games that it would be more fun to interact with people while I'm doing whatever I'm doing. So that's the idea for that. So it's going to be a delicate balance moving on in the future. What games are going to work for what platform? What I really want to do, stuff like that. So it's going to be very complicated. And then there's some video series that are going to stop, like my reviews. I'm going to stop those. They might come back in the future, but for right now, I'm just not as passionate about stuff like that anymore. And I really want to kind of focus more on the gaming stuff. But that being said, videos, other videos that I've promised that I haven't delivered on yet will be coming soon. So like the Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman thesis videos will be coming soon. I really need to get working on those. Those are fun. I got some other ones that I want to work on as well. So that stuff, I'm going to maybe do like one a month or something and kind of space them out. Because those are fun. I really enjoy doing those. And I enjoy sharing and talking about those things. Another big thing, podcast. Yes, I am part of a podcast. I don't think I ever formally announced it on my channel, but it has been announced in other outlets. And I'm sure a lot of you hear because of that. I am part of a podcast called Trigger Warning. And the whole fate of Trigger Warning is kind of up in the air at this point. But I think it will be coming back. And if it's not, I will bring a podcast back. I will personally find a way to do a podcast. So that's going to continue in the future, obviously. And that's a whole nother beast. So while I may not have an official, hey, I want to get here with the channel, I have a vague idea of what I'm going to do in the future, and I'm going to continue to do so. So, and another thing I want to do in this video was give thanks and credit where credit is due. So, I have to tell the story of how I got to this point in YouTube. So, story goes, more in February, at the beginning of this year, I was going through a lot personally, in my personal life. A lot of things happened, lost some things, lost some close people, and really kind of threw me down this really dark path, if you will. And a lot of things were contemplated and reevaluated my life. And in the back of my head, I always had the thing that YouTube was a definite, and I wanted to continue with it, and I never wanted to stop it. But I kind of lost the passion for doing things. So I had subscribed to him before, and then I got back into watching live streamers, and not Twitch live streamers, YouTube live streamers. I enjoy the YouTube live streaming community a lot more than the Twitch live stream community because there's not a lot of them. and all the communities are kind of intertwined with each other. We'll get to that in a second. But anyway, so I started going to a certain person or two's streams. And the main person I would go to is Rubsy. Rubsy just hit 50K. Congrats to him. But anyway, so I started going to his streams, and at first it was just, have him running in the background when I'm doing things or whatever, and just listening to him talk. It's just fun, and every so often I'd say hello or whatever. And then it became, I started talking enough in the chat that people started knowing me and say hello to me when I come in, and we'd have conversations and whatever with both viewers and with Rubsy himself. And then it became, I went in the stream one day, and this was when I was like ready to give up on YouTube. I was at that point, and then I started watching Rubsy and some other streamers like Rilo and some other people very heavily. And then I just got really down, and I thought about quitting, and then I really got into like Rubsy. So I thought, well, why don't I try live streaming? So I looked into it, and I found an internet I thought would work for me. Invested in that, and decided, hey, I'm gonna live stream. And that was because of Rubsy. Well, when that was all happening, then it became, as I started knowing Rubsy and his chat more, I go in one day and Rubsy says, hey, Emmett, I got a question. I got something for you. And I was like, oh God, I'm getting banned, because I just made like some stupid racist joke or something stupid I said in chat. And then he's like, type in chat real quick, and I did, and then I got the moderator status. And then I was thrusted into this whole crazy community that revolves around Rubsy and around other streamers in general. And that's when I started playing with Gixel and Mr. Even. And then that's where it kind of started with Gixel and Mr. Even and some other people. And then all of a sudden it was Pluff and Spagheezy and Dustin and Dylan and all these people and Pokecat and all these people just kind of started conjoining into this thing that took on its own, oops, that's my mic, took on its own, became its own monster, if you will. So then we all became friends, and then it was, oh, we should do a podcast together. Oh, we should start streaming together. Oh, we should start doing this and this and this. And there was just so much going on. And I was having issues with internet and other things in real life, and it's just everything kind of hit at once, and then everything just kind of dropped. And it was just like, shit, I really got to think how I'm going to continue doing this, if I'm going to continue doing this. And that's how I got to this point. But, man, I got to thank a lot of people. Rubsy for getting me to this point. Like I'm serious. I was ready to quit YouTube altogether. And twice now this year. And one of the times, was the day I was planning on quitting. I went into Rubsy's chat that day and was just kind of feeling down. Hey guys, and I was trying to make jokes and whatever. That was the day he gave me moderator, and I said, maybe I could make this work. After I started getting to know everybody, so I've been kind of fighting and scratching and clawing my way to try getting everything to work in my favor and to do with my channel what I've always wanted to do. This has been a dream a long time coming. I mean, I started YouTube in 2014, and I've always helped other people or been a part of somebody else's story or been the whatever, for other people. And it's just, I never really made a push myself. I never built my own community. I never did my own thing. And this is what that is, this channel. And I've kind of half-assed it. And that's unfair to people who support me, and that's unfair to the fans and to my friends who support me through all of this. And more than anything, I wanted to be sure that what I was doing was good, that I wanted to do it. So I really, this last week or two, I really sat and thought about it, and I decided that I don't want to go anywhere without YouTube. YouTube is my platform. I love it. I watched it grow. I watched it become this big thing. I was there when the vlogging started taking off and the gamers started taking off and all this. You know, I watched all this happen. I know people who went through it and who are still a part of it and have big channels. So it's like, it's time for me, myself, to make my own dent. And for those of you who are coming along with me, I'm grateful and I thank you. And like I said, Rebsy's a big part of that, and then other people are part of that, from who got me started to who. There's so many, such a long story, and someday I'll put it all out there for you guys to know. But for now, this is the part of the story I wanted you to know for now. And someday, soon maybe, I'll tell you all the full story of my YouTube journey, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised if you haven't heard it before. But other people I wanted to give thanks to is Pluffaduff. Big thanks, man. I mean, he made my he redid my logo. He made my channel icon, profile picture, stuff like that. He's helped me a lot. He's helped me a lot with streaming. Mr. Even and Gixel have helped me set up for streaming and stuff and really get prepared to make a strong comeback. Spagheezy's always pushing me to do new things, and Dustin, and then just all these amazing people. Pokey's helping me out too. So it's just like, it's very surreal to have that support system, because in the past I was that support system for somebody else, and now I'm getting that same feeling back, and it's just, it was unfair of me not to give 100%, and at the point I'm at now, that's where I'm going. I'm going all in. I got all my cards, I got all my money on the table, and I'm going all in, and I'm one last hurrah to see where I can get with it. That's really what it's about. And also Spankyy for being there from the beginning in uni as well. They'll always be here. As well as Savage. Bro, you were awesome as well. Always supporting me, always wanting to help me out with channel art and with different things and stuff like that. And I'm always grateful to him. He's awesome. Always down to join in the stream. Cool dude. But yeah, there's so many more people I want to thank. But for now, these are the main people that have been around right now and that are awesome and that would be continuing with me. And Wes too, he's always been there. He's always going to be there. Good friend. As we continue moving forward, we shall see just where we're going. I don't even know when this is going out. But as it goes with video series and stream series, I don't know exactly what's going to come, what's going to continue to come. I'm not going to say what's coming in the future because I don't know yet. I don't know how I'm going to plan it. I don't know what's going to be a video stream. I don't know what's going to be a stream series. I don't know yet. That's going to come more organically, and it's going to be different every time, and that's that. But more than anything, the series that are on the channel now will continue 100%. So that's going to be Watch Dogs 2 and Gears of War 4, which are both about to end. I think I got like 2 or 3 episodes of each one, if I'm not mistaken. Deus Ex is going to go through to fruition. Doom's coming back in a streaming format. I think I'm just going to grind a couple nights and finish that fucking story mode on the channel. I've already beaten it like 2 or 3 times. So it's like, it just comes to, I need to beat it on the channel. It's just a headache on the difficulty I'm on and all that. But anyway, and then what else is coming? The Witcher's going to make a return eventually. Titanfall 2 is going to come. Pokemon's going to continue. Horizon Zero Dawn. Woo! I'm so excited for that. I really want to return to that. Assassin's Creed's going to continue. We're going to continue playing through the Ezio franchise, as well as the newest Assassin's Creed that's coming up in November is going to come on the channel for sure. I'll announce that one because I'm a big fan of Assassin's Creed. What else is on the channel? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Minecraft. Squadcraft. That's another thing we need to talk about. The whole Squadcraft idea is kind of up in the air as it stands right now, but it will return. I make a guarantee because I got plans for that series and I want to have fun with it, and it's going to be fucking sweet, and I can't wait. GTA and stuff like that will continue, all that stuff. So keep an eye out for that. But to the whole point of this video, what's the point, Emmett? You've just been rambling for however fucking long. The point of this video is to say I'm back. I'm good. We're going to push forward. We're going to have fun with it. It's going to be an insane journey. I'm so thankful for every single one of you. You're awesome. You're beautiful people. You are just the best. And I need a name for my fan someday, but I'll figure that out in the future. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's gonna do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. I feel like I need to say something else. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I think that's it. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Thank you for being there for me personally. Thank you for being you. Thank you for having the goal and the conviction to say that I'm ... that I'm an entertainer, that I entertain you, that I make you want to be better. I don't know, that I'm cool or that I'm fucking handsome or whatever the fucking reason is you're here. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. You're awesome. Let's continue going forward. Can't wait to see you in the next video of whatever I make. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much for hitting that button. And keep an eye out for the live streams. Check the description for my Discord link if you want to talk to me, if you want to know what's going on. It'll be in Discord as well as Twitter, which both links are in the description. Don't forget to check out the podcast, Trigger Warning. I'm going to link some awesome people as well in the chat. Awesome YouTubers and creators and cool people overall. Be sure to check them out. And I'll see you in the next video of whatever I make. Ta-ta for now. Now I'm out. Poof.